it's pretty much Buster only in the extent of if they can't get past a certain area or it's required. Tom's finding Crashman, Kami finding Airman, and that took way too long for CasualTom to figure out, nope, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, it was a bit slow there.
Okay. But he does find Flashman, so we are moving on from here. Ooh, we got ourselves some frogs in the sky. And an update.
I see the update took him out, and we're gonna have to restart that again. Ouch, I hate it when stuff like that comes up. Windows gonna Windows right there.
Oh, we got some Buster resistant chickens in Flashman stage.
Now, Flashman's an easy stage to... Oh, you were gonna say?
I was gonna say, that's not exactly what we want to see. Especially if they show up again later.
It's good information, but you're not going to be taking them out anytime soon. Flashman is, of course, one of the easy stages to get through. Easier, anyway. But it's interesting because without having any of the weapons there, they're not going to be able to get the E-Tank that's at the end of this stage.
Well, they might be able to get to the E-Tank. They just got to do the hop.
That's right.
Here.
The wall behind it is what they can't get through. My bad.
Yeah. Well, it could. Well, because Randomizer, our crash balls are randomized, so I believe he already tested that out early. But he's going to keep going on. Anyway, as he does pick up the E-Tank here in Flashman stage, as he is about to enter the room ahead of, just before Kammesennin gets done the first section of Airman stage after a little bit of trouble there, and we got ourselves an Airman in Flashman's room.
Actually, not a bad pattern there for the tornadoes, all things considered. The height of Airman making it a little easy to avoid those bursts that are coming out of them.
Yeah, he's also Buster susceptible, which means he takes 4 damage from each lemon, and that's good to see always against Airman. And down it goes just as easily, and Tom's gonna move on to Boobly Man.
Especially nice to find a Buster susceptible boss when you're stuck doing Buster only.
Yeah, we're hoping to see that for another boss later, Eat Man.
Lovely Mega Man 1 music coming in from the randomizer today for this Bubble Man stage.
Yeah, that's what, this is what we like to call Luck Man, but, those of us, you know what, not worth it. Alright, we got ourselves a Crash Man in Airman's room, and he's a hoppy boy, shooting out them crash bombs. But he is also Buster susceptible, and he's gonna go down pretty quickly here. Ooh, and we got
so far so good.
We got some lemon-resistant shrimp now, too.
Which is surprising, because, you know, lemon juice on shrimp is usually quite good.
Yeah, it would go great in this seafood bisque we're going through.
See, we've got Quickman stage. Oh, no. Yes?
Yeah, Quickman stage.
Brain misfire there for a second. I opened my mouth there. Yeah, Quickman stage here, which I will tell you as a casual here, this is one of those stages that always catches me and I just can't make it through it normally.
Ooh. Kami lucking out with the iframes there, because usually if you land on that Lightning Lord's cloud as it's going through, your iframes have a good chance of running out, and that's death on the laser. Usually what you do in that shaft is you jump on the platform above that, or at least you land on the platform above that, and then you do a jump to make it all the way over, so then you don't even have to worry about that.
Getting through this first section there that usually has the hotheads in it, obviously didn't this time around. Getting into the second laser section while CasualTom's coming in on the Bubble Man boss room, which is... Oh, look, is this even randomized?
Oh, it's a Huggles, too.
Slow moving, but he really wants to stick onto you there.
It's a combination of Huggles and Laggles, so this is going to be a tough fight for Tom.
Ooh. Just barely squeaking ahead right now on the damage.
Yeah, so gotta do this dance where you just get out of his frame, so then he's not tracking you any further. But you know, not one of the better bosses we've seen. But there's a Heat Man in Quickman's room, and he is Buster susceptible, so that's 8 shots, I believe.
Nice. That's 3 bosses so far that seem to be doing nicely against the Buster. Good to see for what they're doing right now. CasualTom heading into Quickman stage, meanwhile. And yeah, that Bubble Man, I was clenched up the whole time. I'm sure Casual was as well.
I'm sorry, it was 7 shots of the Heatman. But either way, that's the kind of Heatman we want to see taking damage.
Kammesennin finding Metal Man stage.
So right now, Tom following Kami through Quickland stage. But Kami is going to go through another relatively quick stage in Metal Man stage here.
In the vanilla game, not that hard to get through, but we see the Buster Immune Shrimp and all the Metroids that are coming down, and this is a little more of a struggle than I think he was looking for.
Struggling enough, he's getting through it just as well. He's probably hoping to get that Joan, hoping for some energy drops here in the next section coming up as he makes his way through the stage. Meanwhile, Tom is going down through the laser shaft now.
Laser's tipped by, from the look of it, the toothpaste from the toothpaste dispensers.
Yeah, that's a bit of a quirk from the randomizer. So that the tip from the lasers kind of changes every scene.
I like it.
We got ourselves a Fat Fiend in the second area of Metal Man stage, so that could be tricky coming up here in just a moment.
Manages to do the pause trick though to get over that, get a little extra distance by resetting his jump distance, jump height there with the pause. But yeah,
okay, this is the gap. This is the gap right here.
There it is.
Okay, no Fat Fiend.
Good, good. Well timed Met right there. CasualTom making that Heatman look easy.
Yeah, just do the dance on top of the elevator platforms there. And speaking of Heatman, that's where we're going next. And shoutouts to SpeedGaming with the raid of 50. Welcome, welcome. This is the Mega Man 2 Randomizer Tournament. I'm Cyber9 alongside me with Dark Moon EXE. The race between Kammesennin and CasualTom is a loser bracket match. And they've agreed to do it as Buster only. So you will not see our runners switch to weapons or items unless it's absolutely necessary to complete the stage.
So that means even if they had item 2 here, they would be doing the Yoku blocks.
They'd be skipping the Yoku blocks. By the way, Kammesennin does have item 2, which I believe they got from Metal Man stage.
Well, I guess my point was he's not allowed to use it if he's going Buster only unless required, and since you can do the Yoku section, not required in this instance.
Yep, that's absolutely correct. And looks like a decent Heatman room here too, as we got ourselves some hermit crabs along the way that are just going to take one Buster shot and go down quickly.
Oh yeah, this is actually, for the randomizer, this is a pretty kind room here. You expect to see like the Buster Immune Shrimp here or something normally.
Don't worry, we'll have that opportunity later.
Here we go, seeing the proper Yoku strats.
By the way, it should be noted that both our runners are technically on their 4th Robot Master stage, and despite the hiccup early for Kami, he's still in this. He's made up ground rather quickly.
Very nicely, all things considered, despite that early death in the Airman stage due to a program update that got him distracted. CasualTom made that Yoku section look easy, and we're going to see Kami doing the same here in just a second. Hopefully.
We got a hot-footed quick man here in Heatman's room. And looks like he's going to be a quick kill for Tom, too. Down it goes.
Buster susceptible once again. Rando being kind today.
No, why would you say that? Just remember, folks, it wasn't me that said it this time. Alright, so Tom is retracing Kammesennin's steps in Metal Man stage, and we'll see where Kami goes next, as that's their 4th Robot Master taken down. And looks like he's going to be tracing Tom's steps.
I swear this sounds like Game Boy Mega Man music.
We do have LB Creed. He will tell you what it is in a moment if you ask nicely.
There you go! I mean, I love all the tracks that are in the randomizer. Just the randomized music is so good. And I was correct, it is Game Boy Mega Man music. Excellent. So we got basically the players are crossing over each other's tracks. CasualTom coming in here to do the Metal Man we saw earlier, making that little fat fan jump look easy. Kami going into the Red Lake of Bubble Man stage that we saw Casual do earlier.
So, by the way, it is Mega Man 2 Game Boy for Mega Man 2 Rando.
I think LV Creed said Top Man, if he's not mistaken, so excellent. Yeah, the music of the Rando is one of my favorite features here. Just the depth of the soundtrack that's available is so nice. Coming in here for this Woodman fight. Wood actually looked to be fairly beefy against the Buster. Took a little time for Kami to take him out earlier.
Yeah, this isn't exactly an easy fight, and Tom should definitely take an E-Tank. Thank goodness. D did not let greed take over this time. Admittedly, this is a fight where, yeah, I have several E-Tanks. I kind of unwisely tank the fight in the corner there, just so that I can get my Buster shots in.
And now Casual backtracking on what Kami already did and going into Airman stage. Hopefully won't also have a program update.
Meanwhile, Kami is about to take on Huggles here.
Oh, no!
Yeah, that happens more often than not.
Oh.
I can definitely say I've died in to that enemy in that exact spot because of Lagphibians. Let's see if Kami pulls out the E-Tank here in a moment because he's
dangerously low. Yeah, there it is. Good call. Good call. You're hanging on by a thread here. You don't want to get kicked out. That is the best thing to do right there.
Alright, we got their item 1. So, of our remaining stages, and Kami's gonna go into Crash Band that Tom skipped earlier.
Again, despite having any of the items, they are going to have to do this whole section without, not only just zipless, but without any items due to their Buster-only agreement. So that is going to slow them down just a little in comparison to what you might be used to seeing for the Rando.
Yeah, so this is going to be a long stage for Tom.
Yes.
This is more or less going to be Tom's last stage, as they'll end up going to Woodman next before they go to Crashman here. If I'm reading the cards right here.
Yeah, knowing where Crash is, I would be surprised if he actually decides to go and do this one before it's the last one he has to.
Yeah. Usually, even for runners that aren't running Buster only, we don't want to see Crash or Heat early.
Oh man, if that Lightning Lord hadn't moved off the screen so you couldn't use his platform, might have been a good way to get up here a little faster, just let it curve back up.
Yeah, the downside is Lightning Lord tends to go off screen, so
yep.
It's not even going to matter.
No. Politely removes himself from the party and moves on. Moving platforms, everyone. Hopefully you enjoy watching these for once.
Alright, so we're out of the elevator section. CasualTom about to take on the Crashman in Airman's room, as Kami finds out that chickens are not Buster weak this seed.
Nice use of that little platform there. Can't use the item 3 and item 1 that he normally would probably use here to get up the ladder a little faster. That platform's right there. Take the jump, speed up the ladder climb, because that ladder is not exactly fast.
And as if on cue, Tom is going to Woodman stage next.
As predicted.
Alright, so looks like a relatively tame early forest section here. Just just some monkeys and some birds, which is typically see in the woods. And we're gonna come up to the hot dogs, and the hot dogs, Buster take 10 hits each.
One of the enemies that is not randomized in here, always going to show up in this section.
Yeah, they tried to randomize it, but it just wasn't a good idea, so that's kept them vanilla.
I mean, they're basically a sub-boss, more or less. It kind of makes sense just to leave them where they are.
Alright, and there's Flashman in Crashman's room, and he's a jumpy boy. You can pretty much walk underneath him. You pretty much shoot, he jumps, you walk underneath, shoot, he jumps, you walk underneath, rinse and repeat.
Kami was at just the right spot, not even get hit by that Flash Buster at that point. That was like perfect placement.
But that's Kami's 6th Robot Master. We're gonna move on to Woodman, looks like next, as they'll have Flashman last. Tom is halfway through Woodman stage as we speak, and will be holding to Crashman afterwards.
Due to the oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I think I was about to grown on. Go ahead.
You're fine. I was just going to comment that due to the varying lengths of the stages, it is a little hard to tell who is in the lead right now, but since they've each suffered just one death and have otherwise been playing fairly well, I mean, they're probably within, like, seconds of each other, honestly, and we'll see that once they get to the Wily stages.
We got ourselves some slow Metal Blades here, but he's going to be a quick middleman regardless. Gotta goes.
Yeah, without the conveyor belt underneath, that Metal Man just in general just doesn't seem to have as much to worry about. It's the conveyor belt that makes him dangerous.
Alright, so here we are. Ooh.
Chat already disagreeing with me. I'm fine with that.
As they should. But one of my favorite tracks just came up in Blaze Heat Mix, so good times.
It's a solid track as redone here in the Mega Man 2 style.
Alright.
Yeah, and now CasualTom in for a very slow Uber ride.
This is gonna be pretty close. I know the idea is that, you know, we don't know who will be in the lead until we get to Wily stages, but
yeah. Well, he has a long stretch of stage here for Crash. While after this Metal Man boss fight is done, Kami only has the Flashman stage left, which is honestly, as we saw earlier, fairly quick. They'll be neck and neck no matter what. Chad is guessing that CasualTom's about 30 seconds or so ahead, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's how I'm leaning towards this Tom. This Tom is slightly ahead, but still, Flashman stage is relatively short.
Yeah.
And it might come down to whether or not Kami takes the time to go and get the E-Tank at the end.
Kami getting a free one up there as if this was Mega Man 5.
I was just playing that before we started, so thanks for reminding me.
They drop like candy in that game, I swear.
It's a meme.
CasualTom doing the dodge there that Kami just walked or climbed right through. I don't know if it actually honestly saved any time either way to do that, but he didn't take the damage.
Alright, so looks like Kami is definitely going to get to this Flashman door before Tom does. And he is picking up the E-Tank, so never mind about that.
Yep, nope. Slows him down by a couple seconds, but as we know, I think Tom did the same thing. So
we're going for the safety here, that's all we're going to say. But no, Kami does get into the door first, as Tom got slowed down by the Fat Fiend as he moonwalks through the door.
Chat realizing the error of their ways right there. Although, didn't manage to get a single shot in there on Airman. Had some really solid shield defense up with those tornadoes on the first pass.
1940 on kill. And 1948 on kill for Tom. So about 8 seconds.
As Mega Kyle points out, Kami did do the backwards slide walk into the doors too. Gotta give props for the swag right there. And then enjoy Wiley's lovely eyebrows.
Alright, folks. It's that time where we play a certain little game
Yes.
in the Mega Man 2 Randomizer tournament. And that is to guess the color of the dragon, and for extra points, guess the weakness. Dark Moon, as my esteemed colleague and first timer,
Yes!
you get the honors of going first.
I get to do this for once. This is exciting. I'm a big fan of the color blue. I'm gonna guess blue on the dragon, and I like to be mean. Let's go bubble.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go with a Grimace purple looking dragon that is weak to. Let's go with wood.
Nice, I like that. Oh, and also I like the Final Fantasy III music that's going on here. Yes. This is honestly one of my favorite tracks from that game. This is just such good, like, dungeon music right here. The climb itself not actually being all that difficult.
No, Kami's just going right on through it.
Oh, there we go. Some toothpaste dispensers giving a little trouble. Ouch, yeah, that is not letting them get up the climb at all. That is brutal right there.
No, but he does make it either way.
Basically face slammed his way through that until he got up it. CasualTom getting a little trouble to getting knocked back down. Wisely flash stoppers that.
Now, because Kami made it up there, I don't know if that would be a no-no, but I'm looking the other way. I don't care. I feel like I'm of the mindset of if you feel like you can't make it up there with Buster only, is like you should be allowed to at least try something else. Oh,
looks like we found heat.
Yeah, Tommy went to the first weapon he thought of, and it ends up being heat.
Yeah, he powered up heat, took it out in I think 6 charges. Not bad. There's a bubble.
Yeah.
Bubble doesn't even seem to want to be aimed. I didn't see that it hit shots once there.
But it's air shooter, so if you had heat and you had air, congratulations.
I saw someone with red and gray, which I think that was pretty close to what the dragon had. I didn't see anything about air shooters or Heat Man though, so half right. We get more of this great music. Yes, please. Now, at that point, we should be looking at... We got an item 3 section here on this stage, and then aside from the bosses, is there much else where they actually have to use the items?
No.
Okay.
I believe so.
Perfect.
Even in the booming turret room, you can pretty much stick your head out underneath the crash pole there to get up top. So pretty much, we're done with items at this point.
Excellent. So we can call them out if they cheat, otherwise, quote unquote. Yeah, no, I totally don't have a problem with that one section of using Flash Stopper for the climb up there. He tried to get up and immediately got knocked down. In his mind, it easily could have been I'm never getting past this. So we got these... I actually don't... Pico bricks, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's correct. And it looks like 2 shots. 2 shots. That's
Wow.
the best news Kami could see for this.
Yeah, that's... I mean, short of being able to actually use the wood shield and just have them come to you, that is a lovely way to just fight this boss.
Yeah, generally, 2 weapons you really would like to see used against Pico are Buster and Leaf Shield. But, it is what it is.
Kami just making this flying toaster fight look easy, and they are gone. CasualTom right on his heels. What do you think? Maybe 10 seconds or so behind?
It might be 10 at this point. It was 8 coming out of 8 robos, so it may still be that length. It may be a little more, but it's still pretty close. It's still anyone's case, anyone's game, and one mistake could change the lead and the turnout of this game.
Oh, Well, that's one of those few times where the spike brick really does actually save you there. Without that spike, he would have gone right in the pit.
Yeah. I think Kami's like, you know what, I'm going to deboost through all this. I'm just going to keep going. Where clearly Tom did take his time to take down the Shutman.
Well, if I was in Kami's shoes and, was decent at this game, I would probably have to assume that I'm actually behind because of that first death. Nothing in these stages has proven to be... Like, there's been challenges, but nothing that's been, like, so bad that you sit there going, obviously my opponent has taken a death here. So, yeah, I would think, take any deboost, take any edge you can get, because you gotta feel at least a little behind. We know he's not, but... So, not Buster. Not Heat. Not Wood.
Well, we don't know if it's Wood yet. It's definitely not Wood now. Sometimes Leaf Wood can be funny in this fight, as sometimes Leaf Shield will expand first and then just not do any damage, so you won't find out until later. Meanwhile, Tom went straight to Bubble, and this race has gotten real tight.
It has. Took Kami a while to get it, while CasualTom seemed to get to Bubble real quick. And what was like a 10 or more differences down to under 5, probably.
Yeah, the thing is, with Tom being not restricted usually to Buster only, Kami tends to just go straight down the list. So if he'll go one by one. Tom, on the other hand, is like, all right, I'm going to look for the mashable stuff.
Did lose a little time, though, taking the refills. That's actually, from what I've seen of the rando, taking those refills there is not normally like something you'll see people do, but he must have felt like he burned through too much of his ammo earlier and just had to do it.
Well, you're talking about, well, from what we saw, it was like 3/4 of the bubble energy used for that fight. So I kind of don't blame him, but at the same time, it did waste a lot of time. And watch Kami as he navigates the fake force here for the spike section. That's how it's done, Buster only.
That was impressive. I'm a casual. I have to sit there going, you know what? I'm using the bubble to see where these pits are because I don't have them memorized.
Or...
oh, this will be fun.
This is easy enough. It'll depend on what happens on the screen 3 of the anxiety rooms here.
Nice jump. It's always impressive to watch this, just in general, especially now that we have to see it Buster only, just seeing them navigate through this. And you are right, the third one is like the most impressive of them to see.
Alright, looks like we're pretty much in the clear here. It's going to be that one prop top that's going to be the issue here.
Oh. Thankfully, one shot kills them.
Oh, no!
Oh!
Rip.
Doesn't get put that far back, but he does have to do all these... Oh, no! No! Oh!
No, that's exactly correct. That pulse buffer was exactly the move to do.
Woo!
So Tom now with a lead here, as Kami has an unfortunate death in Anxiety Room 3 here.
Yep.
Tom is coming up to the booming fights.
That was... I gotta say, that was such a good use of the pause trick right there. Really just snaked his way in there.
Now, that's not illegal, for the record, as it was not a zip.
Yeah, it's debatable whether or not the devs really intended, the original Mega Man 2 devs really intended for you to be able to do that. But it's baked into the vanilla game, so whatever. It's not a zip, it's a minor glitch at best.
And it's Crash Bomb.
Oh, how vanilla.
Tom's got to be careful here. His health is low. Yep. Taking E-Tank at this time because I believe there's 1 or 2 more hits before it would be actual death. And he can't pause buffer through. He didn't wait long enough for that Crash Bomb to blow up. You can't pause buffer through while the shot's on screen. So he could. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that Crash Bomb did not.
It's probably because it was inside of it. Usually the Crash Bomb's inside it. It's not going to work as well as you would hope.
There we go, it's heat. Charged heat seems to be the trick.
Yep, and it's pretty decent heat. It's a short timer.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing better would be a full charge. So Tom's out. He's into his refights. Meanwhile, Kami is taking on the Boo-Boos next.
Now, all things considered, I'm sorry, I was just going to say, all things considered, these boss fights are going to go fairly quickly. Don't have to change off the Buster that much, because most of the bosses here seem to be susceptible to it.
Well, that is the idea, but it could come down to what the machine has in store for us, as there is a 50 chance that it is not weak to the Buster.
But if the first form is weak to the Buster, if I'm not mistaken, the second form will be as well, correct?
Yeah, first form is weak to the Buster, the second form will be.
Okay.
Now, if we do have to go weapon hunting, there's a chance that one weapon will be also weak for both forms.
Okay.
And Greek, correct me if I'm wrong about this, it's generally 3 weapons per phase that can do damage to the machine. But there's only one that works for both phases.
And the alien will only have one weakness, correct?
Yep, only one. Everything else will heal it.
LB Creed just confirming what you were saying.
I like sounding smart. You know what I'm talking about.
CasualTom decided to take that health up, and I can't blame him for that. Crashman got him fairly low.
By the way, it should be noted real quick here while we're at it. Both runners going the correct way in refights, clockwise. That is the correct way to do these refights. Hashtag clockwise game.
And I do love the fact that the rando will let the music of the stage play through instead of switching over to boss fight music.
Ooh, Rip Kami taking the death on Flashman stage. But
that ice
Tom
skating Flashman didn't want to play fair.
No. Tom, meanwhile, is on their last Robot Master in Huggles here.
He just wants to be friends.
Be friends with my lemons.
Tom.
Okay.
Ooh.
Clutching out that mobile fight.
Almost gave him the business there.
And it's Buster. So
it's
that's
Buster.
Good news.
Well, certainly good news for Tom.
Certainly good news for Tommy, but, you know, certainly good news for Tom.
Oh, Kami using up his last E-Tank right there.
He'll be fine. For the most part. So, Tom on Victory Road, as Frico has dubbed this. Kami about to take on Bubble Man. Surprised he didn't take up the big energy leaving that room, even though he knows he has this fight, and he knows what this Bubble Man is.
2% in chat wants you to note that Kami went clockwise and died, so they're debating whether or not clockwise is the right way to go.
Well, considering the fact that CasualTom also went clockwise and didn't die.
We go with the alien fight, gonna see what the weakness is here. Will it be yet another Buster weak boss? It is not. Not the vanilla of Bubble. Not Metal. Looks like Crash. And Crash doesn't use up a whole lot of ammo this time around in the seed, so has plenty to go. Alien dies like it's nothing. So yes, get out your GGs right there. CasualTom has taken first place in the first of the potentially 3 rounds. We're just going to watch Kami finish this out now.
Alright. Alright, so Kami is on Victory Road now too, about to take on the alien.
See how fast he manages to settle on doing it with the crash bombs.
Yeah, so, real quick, and because I'm in the SRO room, Tom got done, and SRL's not given the time.
Yeah, it looks like the race bot in there is having just a little bit of an issue. But along with what we saw on screen, we can confirm an almost 2-minute difference between their dots.
Yeah, because I want to confirm as well that Kami did also just dot done here, and his time also did not come up. So they both dot done, but it's not coming up in the SRL room.
Yeah, I even tried to just confirm the entrance and make sure everything was running, and it looked like the entire bot system back there is down. So we may honestly have an interesting time trying to get the second race started up for this.
Alright, so...
But get out your GGs for Kammesennin. Yes. Well done on both of their parts, and we will check in with them in just a second.
Rip SRL bot. Alright. So...
when they fought the 8 Robot Masters, they weren't supposed to kill the SRL bot as well.
They killed SRL, man, thank you. He deserved it. He is a Wily creation. And much like any other Wily creation, it must be destroyed.
Oh.
Alright, so for those enjoying the Mega Man 2 Randomizer tournament matches here, please consider joining the Discord, as usually every Sunday night around 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, I believe that's correct, is our weekly community races that we do every Sunday. So join the Discord, come out for those. As far as scheduling in the tournament goes, our next 2 races are actually scheduled as our next, I believe it's our semifinal? Yes, our winner's semifinal that features Mega Kyle and Prodigy. That's going to be on Saturday at 10 a.m. Sunday at 3 p. is Metalo, our last of the round 1 of the loser bracket, featuring Metalo and Krebelstar. So that's going to be Sunday at 3 p. So come back on the weekend, come watch those races. It's going to be very exciting.
So do you have any clue how we're going to handle getting them set up for the next round of this?
We can always use the other place.
Is this the other double secret place?
Yeah.
Really do enjoy all of the details in this randomizer, though. The credits that let you know the weaknesses to the bosses. All just the little details that go into this. They're so good.
Meanwhile, I guess it's practice time.
Yeah, while we're getting things set up, Tom said he's going to go back and do the ladder legit, so we'll get to watch that for a little bit.
As we try to figure out what to do as far as, keeping an eye on race times here.
I'm not going to complain about getting more of this music. And yeah, those of you hoping for the second round of this fight between CasualTom and Kami, we are working out some technical difficulties with SRL, and as soon as we get those worked out, we will be back with you with round 2.
Oops, I closed the SRL window. I probably shouldn't have done that.
I'm still in there, no worries. Yes, Cranky Hero, there will be a second race. We are trying to get technical difficulties working out in the background right now due to the fact that the SRL bot has crashed. So that's fun. We're working on that right now, finding a different place that we can do the run of the second race right now. So just bear with us for a couple of more minutes, and hopefully we'll have it all worked out. In the meantime, just enjoy the smooth tunes of the Final Mega Man 2 Randomizer, as I was about to say Final Fantasy, which it is, it's Final Fantasy 3, but...
We have, however, distributed seat number 2.
Excellent.
Just barging in just for a quick little bit to let everyone know that we are still working on making sure all the things are set up for the next race. We have ourselves a plan in action, so just sit tight. The second race should be going shortly. So,
No worries.
yeah, just got to keep everything going and let everyone in chat know what's the dealio here. Has yeah, thanks to SRL going down, things are going a little slowly as planned.
It's all good. We appreciate the heads up.
All right, back into the cave I go.
Looks like we might have some solution worked out, so we should be here ready to go soon.